All right, hey everybody, welcome back. This is Module 2. This is Section 2 of our Social Media Manager training. And we're going to get started by talking about branding you. So before you can really do a good job of, helping your clients, you want to set up, your services and products. You want to set up your business. And that's what we're going to be talking about in this slide. In these slides. So let's talk about your game plan. The first thing that you're really going to want to focus on is creating your brand. So your brand consists of a lot of different things. It's from visual things to how you sound, to what you look like, to your color schemes. All that kind of stuff is going to be included in your brand. Then we need to translate all those things into, setting up your website so that people can come and find out about you, buy your products and services, that type of stuff. Creating your social profiles. So your profile on Twitter, your profile on LinkedIn, your profile, all of them really should be a reflection of your brand. And then we want to get you started connecting, started talking to people, create a voice that you can use when you talk. That people can identify with and relate to. So the first requirement is that you are going to set up a blog and you are going to set up your profiles, like I said, as you would do for your clients. The thing is that when someone comes to check you out, and this is very common, as you get moving on Twitter and that type of thing, you will see that a lot of people make comments about, well, if you say that you do social media, but you don't have, your Twitter or your Facebook doesn't look professional, it's a reflection on your products and your services. So you want to be a demonstration at all times of how you would conduct business on behalf of your client. It's really one of the best recommendations I could give you. So what are the components of a killer brand? The first things you want to think about are what do you want to call your business, and then a cutesy little tagline. If you don't like the word cutesy, something catchy that people can remember. This is going to translate into, your web address has got to be a reflection of that. All of the usernames that you're going to use on Twitter, Facebook, all of those places, you're going to want to be consistent across. So there are a couple of things to think about when you're setting those up. Again, I've mentioned color before. Visual consistency across all of it is going to be really important. So we're going to talk about selecting your color palette, and you really want to give some thought into that because you are going to be kind of stuck with that until maybe at some point you decide to rebrand. But let's think about it from the perspective of you are going to be using that for quite a while. One of the more interesting ones that we'll get into a little bit is your voice in your written materials. So when you speak, do you speak professionally? Do you always, or like my voice, I'm a little bit more laid back. I use a little bit more lingo, like current slang type terms. I'm just more laid back. I use contractions when I speak, that type of thing. Is your voice going to be professional? Are you going to be more of a helpful voice? How will you speak when you type your status updates, when you write your blog posts? How will your bio be written? Is it more fun and funky, or again, is it more professional? A really great photo of you. So this is going to be the photo that's going to represent you, and I promise when people then meet you in person, how they think of you is highly reflective of the photo that you use of yourself on your website and on your social profiles. So we're going to want to take a look at having a really great photo, a current photo for sure, of you that people can identify with when they see you in person and they don't go, oh, really? I didn't recognize you. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna talk about that. Graphics. So you're going to want to have a logo created to put on your website, some recognizable icon. And really this photo and this logo can be interchangeable. So we'll talk about that in a minute. For those of you that are a little bit shy and don't want to put yourself out there in terms of a photo, what you might want to do is have a really cool logo created and use your logo instead. But we'll kind of talk about what the pros and cons of each of those are as we